before we get into this video, I just want to say, before I get started, this will be a trigger warning. So if anybody has like, you know, depressive symptoms or anything like that, or anxiety, um, I want to warn you that I will be discussing these topics, so I don't want anybody to get triggered. Now let's get into it. Um, so I started taking my slynd for 6 months. Everything was going good, um, except we had a rocky start because I decided there's also some TMI in this. Um, I spotted for like a good eight, 9 weeks, and it was just like continuous. So uh, then that stopped, and everything was fine. I didn't have a lot of bloating, I didn't have a lot of headaches, and I didn't have any menstruation for the whole rest of the 5 months. But I did notice my moods were crazy. Like, I would be happy, I would be ecstatic, and then all of a sudden it was just like a flip of a switch. I would be so depressed. And I could not help it. Like, it would be the simplest things. Hold on, y'all. I'm a little sick from a cold. But it would be the simplest things. Like, my husband couldn't get the favorite drink that I like, or the baby was crying a little bit too much, or things were just simple stressors. And I would just take them to the extreme, and my husband would be like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need some help? Do you need to talk to somebody?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, no, no." Even my older daughter, when I was in Georgia, she was like, "Are you okay, Mom? Like, you are crying and upset. I mean, tears bawling out my face. You're crying and upset just because the baby is a little cranky because we woke up the baby to change his diaper." Like, that type of stuff. And I didn't pay any attention to it until the last month, when I got down here, and things are very stressful down here. Like, I have regular stresses that would stress anyone out. If y'all not have seen my previous videos, lives, I'm going through something with the school, like regular stresses. And it got to the point where I was thinking about unaliving myself because of these stresses. And I was like, no, no, no. And I'm not that type of person. I always see my glass half full. That's the type of person I am. So when I notice, like, I'm having these thoughts, like, oh, I could just, do this, that, and the third, and I wouldn't have to worry no more. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, where did that come from in my head? So, and then it wasn't just that, it was towards my kids as well. I'm like, I don't even want to be bothered with them type mood. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. And I never showed them that. I held it in. So when I felt like that, I just excluded myself from them. Like, they'll be like, "Ma, you want to play with me?" Or normal things that I do, read me a book or something like that. I'd be like, "No, mm-mm, go play, bye." Because these are the thoughts that I was having. So my husband's like, "Well, if that's how you feel, then maybe you should stop taking it." Oh, don't get me started on as far as intimate what? For what? And where? He would just touch me, and I'd be like, "Don't touch me." Mm-mm. So libido gone, okay, just completely. And like I said, I never noticed it because I had just had my son. So I'm thinking, well, a lot of it is my hormones, from the baby. Mm-mm. It's not supposed to be hormones. 5 months down the line, you still talking about don't touch me, don't talk to me. You're breaking out in tears. You having thoughts of unaliving yourself. So I took it for 5 days in the 6 month. I took it for 5 days because right after I stopped that 5th month, guess who came around? She was like, "Hey, girl, yeah, I ain't know if you want another one, but I'm here. I'm here for you." So I took it for 5 days, um, and those thoughts came back immediately. And I said no because I had to see for myself if that really was what it was, because a lot of women experience postpartum depression and it does last. It can turn into regular depression. So I said, well, maybe that's what it was. Also, anxiety attacks. I already had anxiety. So, anxiety attacks, heart palpitations. I'm talking about heavy breathing. I'm talking about numb fingers for no apparent reason, all that good stuff. Anxiety text off the Richter, okay? So I was like, nope. As soon as I start getting them depressive thoughts on the 5th day, and my husband started looking at me sideways again, I was like, I can't do it. So, yeah, that's what happened. That happened. So I know that it was only a month between uh, stopping and the 5 days. So I didn't expect it to return, but when I tell you it returned immediately, it did. So that's why we at where we at with the last video. Um, so yeah, that's another thing that I want to warn you guys about. If you do decide to get off birth control, a lot of times your fertility goes right back. It's no, it's no. Oh well, like most doctors say, it takes 3 months to come back. No, most of the time it goes right back. So you might ovulate in the next 2 weeks. Just because you didn't have your period yet, didn't mean that you don't ovulate in the next 2 weeks. So that was something I learned because with my next one on, I had to wait. I think it was 3 months before, um, my cycle returned to its normal thing, its normal timing. And so with this, I thought it would be at least 3 months. Nope, it was only a month, and then I took it for 5 days, and like I said, here I am. Because you got to take it at least a week, at least 7 days consecutively before it kicks in. So if you take it for 3 days and you think, well, I'm good, no, you got to take it at least that whole 7 days before it kicks in. So, yep. But those were my symptoms. Um, I don't think I'm returning to slynd, because it might not affect everybody, but I would say if something is making you have those kind of thoughts or making your mood change in such an extreme way, I will look at other options. That's why I said I think I'm going to go back on my next one on now. Like I explained before, I did not want to take my next one on because my doctor advised me that she really didn't want me to get back on Nexplanon because of my risk of high blood pressure. But I think I'm going to return to what I know. It doesn't really affect my mood. Um, Libido is on and off, but it's going to be like that because it's messing with your hormones. So it's going to be like that. But Um, we kind of combat that with, just regular going out, having fun, it's type stuff. Okay. And with the slynd, all that didn't work. My husband tried all of that. He tried the back massages. He tried the special gifts. He tried the going out. Just me and him on date night. None of it. Um, and it wasn't like every time was an argument. You know, because we wasn't being intimate. It was more like, oh, okay, you don't want me to touch you. You don't want me to kiss you. Okay, I guess I'll make up some excuse. Oh, baby, I just don't feel right, or I just today I'm tired, or I'm exhausted, and I'll be wide awake. I stay on my phone for another 3-4 hours. So yeah. So that's my thing about that. I would rather go through, the risk of maybe trying to figure out how to manage my blood pressure, maybe losing some weight, I don't know, or just trying to manage my salt intake or something like that, than to deal with intrusive thoughts as such as harming yourself. I can't do that. Um, but yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, the person that is in here, could you hit the like button on your way out? I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!